Here we are at Dover, Delaware. For the run of the Goodies 250, we're under the lights for the first time at the Dover International Speedway. On pole, the 66 of Alan Bowman, 2's outside for 32 of Luigi. Then 30 of Marco Chapez, 4th Alex Stewart, running up the top 5, Greg Lee. Then 60 of Danny Bright, 7th is Isaac Nichols, 8th your points leader William Seaman, 9th Bubba Stern, running up the top 10, Christian Parker. Then for the rest, we got Christian Richardson, 2's outside, Justin Heath. Then Justin Zidell and Xavier Sullivan Jr. Luke Rainey sporting the Patriots colors, as they'll be playing later tonight. Riley Sprague, 2's outside. And they got Dylan Mills and Keith Stevens, and JJ Reed and Michael Canto, Keegan Thompson, and then James Ryan, along with Landon Fenway and Colton Yo, and Jonathan Rains and Trey Rainey, Jonathan Buford and Cynthia Bright. Then Jack Cameron was second in points, and Jennifer Buford, and Jeff Moses and Ray Sir, Gustavo Rocha, and Griffin Lynn. Then running out the field on the final row, Michael Ferris in the 23, 2's outside, the 10 of Tim Gary. There's your starting lineup, all 36 trucks. Let's go down track side and get the command.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Take a nice deep breath, buddy. Settle in, relax. Give your seatbelt a little tug and tug on your steering wheel one more time for me. Good luck, bud. We'll see you at the end of this deal.
And 36 trucks fire up and roll off here at Dover. Go through a little bit slower to get up to speed, but we'll be caught up to the 66 in time. It's going to be very different, especially since we did qualifying under the daytime sun. So the track could be very different. Some trucks might not be the same. Maybe the 66 isn't the best here under the lights. We're about to find out. Pace truck to pit road. 38 laps. First time under the lights at Dover. How intense is this going to be as we start at the northeast swing here in Dover, Delaware? We come down to the restart zone. We're racing at the Monster Mile. Green flag in the air. Marco Chapez looking low already as they hit 3 for the first time here tonight. Yepes to the bottom of Alan Bowman as they race off of 4. They're going to go 3 wide almost for the racing. Yepes keeps to the bottom of Bowman as they race down the front stretch. Alan Bowman leads lap 1, the 66. Marco Chapez has a run to the inside in the number 7. Greg Lee now up to 3rd. He's going to be going for 2nd as they race down the back. Can Yepes clear? I believe he has clear as they come down the backstretch into turn 3. Marco Chapez with a big run. Now he might get forced to the middle right here. Alan Bowman have a run up top. Lee down low. Beating it back. Oh, whoa! Leaders sideways, they save it. Bowman completely sideways, but he's able to hold on to the truck. Greg Lee will now get to 2nd because of his big 3-wide move to the bottom. And there's the 29 of Isaac Nichols up to 3rd. Now for the race lead. Greg Lee and Alan Bowman. 3 wide. As now Greg Lee goes to the bottom lane. Nichols forced up tight by Bubba Sir. Greg Lee has a great run through 1 and 2. Can he clear down the back? Looks like he is clear. The 66 is going to 3 and 4, but the 30 truck is coming. Bubba Sir to the bottom he'll go. They come off of 4. Side by side, Greg Lee leads lap and is pulling the 30 truck as they go into turn 1. Christian Richardson, the 22 down low. Here he comes. Richardson all over the back bumper of the 30s now. Come down the backstretch. He's looking low. Alan Bowman gets to the bottom lane. To the middle now, actually. Trying to get down front of that 50 truck. He started on pole. Bowman shoved up the track by the 50, but has a hole down low. So they still race side by side for the race lead. Richardson, the 22, has the run through 1 and 2. The inside of 1 and 2, the best place to be, but the outside 3 and 4 seems to look just a little bit better, especially on exit. You get a really big run on the top. Lee tried to go top to bottom, but Xavier Sullivan was there. And some big side-by-side racing at the front. Alan Bowman gets down to the bottom underneath Luke Rainey. He'll grab a top 5 spot back. As your pulse here trying to fight back is Christian Richardson trying to clear Bubba Sir as they hit 3 and 4. Good run for Bubba Sir in the top. We talked about 3 and 4. The top lane works the best. They're 3 wide off the corner behind. Luke Rainey spun to the inside wall. And up the track, the 84-23. Now Canto upside down hit by Jeffrey Buford. What a nasty crash. Canto lands on all 4s. But he has been hit hard. Yellow comes out. And Christian Richardson, the 22, will get back in front. 30 laps go yellow, number 1. And it's a big crash. Luke Rainey spun in front of the pack. Marco Chapez, Justin Zidell. There's Rainey struck. A ton of rear end damage. Keegan Thompson has damage. Jeffrey Buford hit the flipping 84. There's Michael Ferris. Ray Serb Hospital with damage. So many trucks involved. Colton Yo was back there. I believe he might have been able to miss it. As let's see how caution number 1 was caused. Luke Rain, the 88, was spun around. He was up top of a 3-wide situation off of corner number 4. 3 wide's very dangerous here at Dover. There's not much room off the exit of turn number 4, and it kind of bites Luke Rainey, Marco Chipez, and the 29 Nichols. See right there, they start beating and banging. Rainey gets clipped by the 29 down to the 7. They both spin down to the inside wall, and then behind they were already wrecking with the 43, the 23, and the 18. Trucks get away up top, and then here comes the A4 slanging there with the 23, nowhere to go. And then the A4 flipped right there as the 46 then comes along and hits the A4 as he's flipping, and Canto goes for one wild ride. As I'm wondering how that second crash started. See right there, Jonathan Buford getting involved as well. Griffin Lynn was in the middle of that. Colton Yo. Yeah, we have a few different camera angles that we can try and see. They're 3 wide back there, and it looks like they just got clipped right there. The A4 went around Riley Sprague, who got away from that. Oh man, that A4 was hit pretty hard as he was flipping. Luckily, it lands back on all 4s. Doesn't flip back over. See 3 right there. Contact. Around go the 7 and the 88. The 29 kind of merged back up. Oh, I think the 29 and the 32 might have gotten some damage in that. Yeah, those 2 are in the wall, or someone's in the wall up there. Through 1 and 2. And it might have been either the 32 or the 29, because the 29 Nichols trying to control his truck back up onto the track. Rainey hit hard. A4, A23 spun around. There's where the 51 gets damaged. Jonathan Rains gets away on the outside lane. Let's go on board with Luke Rain, the 88. As the Patriots on his truck they're playing tonight, he's open for a victory for them, but it doesn't look like he's going to get one here in Dover. Luckily, Luke already has 2 victories this season. He's almost locked to get into the chase. Jack hit around 1 of the 2, second in points. Gives you a pretty good understanding of how that second crash started. Right there, there's the 2 trucks in the wall. They are the 29 and the 32, or the 93 and the 32. They're in the wall throughout 1 and 2 all the way around. Look at the damage to the 32 truck. That happened because the 29, I think, tried to... There's the wreck, and then the 29 comes up. The 93 gets clipped by the 17 as he went up to try and avoid the 29. They both got into the wall, and that's heavy damage to the 32 and the 93. Look at the damage to Luigi's truck, and look at the right side damage to Gav as well. So both sides of that truck all turn up. That might slow him down, and that takes a truck that was running in the top 10 and starting the outside of the front row, and now he's going to be back in the 20s and just clawing on to positions. Christian Richardson will be out front for this restart, which will be with around 25 laps to go. Coming green on lap number 13, the field's in 3 and 4. Keegan Thompson, Michael Canto, Marco Chipez, and Jennifer Buford all out. 32 trucks left on the lead lap in the race. Christian Richardson, the 22, out front. Second is Bubba Sir. Third, Xavier Sullivan Jr. Alan Bowman fourth. Dylan Mills fifth. They got Greg Lee, Isaac Nichols, Christian Parker, Trey Rainey, and William Seaman running out the top 10. Your points there have another great result. Or run so far today as they come down, green flag back out. The 30 truck with a pretty good restart right there. He's onto the back bumper of that 22 has hit 1 and 2. Xavier Sullivan Jr. also had a great restart. He's on the back bumper of the 30 as they race down the back. Truck's already battling back there, just outside the top 10, even inside the top 10s. Here comes Alan Bowman, your pole sitter. He's going for thirds. Bubba Sir looks for the race lead off the corner. Couldn't get done there, got a little tight. And sideways for the 66 as he tries to pass that 50 truck. 99 Greg Lee is there. Dylan Mills as well, just watching this battle for third, wondering where they're going to go if they get there. Lee looks like he's going to stick to the high side here. It's a bold strategy right there. They're going to go 3 wide. Lee gets a great run off the top lane, though he might be able to clear on Bowen right here. Big move for Greg Lee on the outside lane, trying to clear those 66. They race off into 1 and 2. The outside lane works very well in the exit of these corners. Can the 99 hold it up there? Those the big question. Sideways for the 6-2. Keith Stevens back there is racing to 3 and 4. Greg Lee, great run off the top once again. The 6-6 had to check up, got tight down low, and the 99 powers off the corner. Can he clear the 66 this time? No. Truck on off pit road looked like the 88 of Luke Rainey, so he might be a lap or 2 down now. 3 trucks both ways. They battle for 4th. Alan Bowman might be able to clear Greg Lee right here. Jeff Moses and the 33 has joined the picture. Greg Lee once again not giving up on that top lane. Oh, he's clear right now. And he does clear for the 4th position. Greg Lee now to 4th. but he has let the front three get away as they battle now for second. Bubba Sir up top, Xavier Sullivan Jr. down low. Sullivan trying to take that second position away from that 30. Once again, the outside run going to propel the 30 truck by the 50. Getting a little tight back there. William Seaman in the 92 back here. Your points leaders right now in the top 10 in the 10th position. JJ Ritchie was inside the 4 trying to take that 10th position away as they race down the back. Some big battles here inside the top 10. The front 5 have gotten away. Greg Lee is running down these front 3 along with the 6'6" of Alan Bowen behind in 5th. Halfway this time by at Dover. 2-truck battle for the lead right now. Bubba Sir onto the back bumper of Christian Richardson. They race down the back. Richardson. Through 3 and 4. Gets a little high. Bubba Sir looking to the bomb as they come off of 4. That was probably the best place to make the move. The 22 with a little bit of a runoff. He leads at halfway. And now the 50 of Xavier Sullivan Jr. goes to the high side. Greg Lee in the 99 hugging that bottom lane as they come down the back. He's looking to the inside of the 50. Lee started out the season pretty well. Was top 10 points. And he's had a slide, a free fall in the points. As he's just been continuing falling and falling and falling. Just with some pretty bad results. DNFs. Stuff that's not his fault. But now here he is with a great run at Dover so far. We don't want to jinx him. But right now having a pretty good day at Dover. He's up to 3rd as he's just passed the 50 truck of Xavier Sullivan Jr. Who's kind of fading just a little bit right here. Alan Bowman trying to get back up there and have a shot. He started on pole, led the first few laps, and then got past it. Has not been able to get back up there ever since he was passed. And now Greg Lee is pressuring Bubba Sir. That 99 truck looks pretty fast right now. He's looking to the bomb already down the back. Into 3 and 4. Greg Lee trying to hold it underneath that 30 truck. Bubba Sir with the run off the top. He's going to clear. And he has a run on the 22 now. Look at the run down the front stretch from that top lane. He stays high. Christian Richardson tries to block that middle lane. As for 4th, Alan Bowman moves underneath Xavier Sullivan Jr. trying to take that spot away. Trey Rainey has kind of lost touch with this first pack. It's a pack of 9 trucks. 10th is now Trey Rainey. Look at these 3 trucks, how tight they are together. 15 laps to go. Richardson doesn't know if Sir's going to make a move, if the 99's going to make a move. Xavier Sullivan Jr. has gotten away. He's now 4th. The battle's for 5th as Alan Bowman gets up top. Cynthia Bright moves to the bottom. 30 truck stalking. He's a little bit faster than that 22. 99 faster than both of them. Waiting to see where they can all make their moves. Now Lee looks to the bottom of the 30. The 30 kind of blocks him off there. 99 has to check up, lift. Greg Lee trying to get a nose on that 30. The 30 trying to get a nose on the 22. They race off the corner. Tight once again for the 30 truck. Has to let off, but he's on the back tailgate of the 22 as they race off into 1 and 2. 13 laps to go at Dover. Greg Lee trying to get into position. He's now going for seconds. They race off into 3 and 4. He has a nose under that 30 truck, but once again, the outside lane might propel that 30 truck to the race lead. 99 stays beside him, though, as they come down the front, but gets loose off the corner, and that's what's going to hurt him. Bubba Sir keeps second. This is intense. It's a 10-truck breakaway. 7th on back. Once again, Greg Lee to the inside, Bubba Sir. But Sir gets that big-time run off the top. He's going to clear the 99. 11 laps to go. Now to 4-truck breakaways. Xavier Sullivan Jr. coming back. Alan Bowman still 5th. Cynthia Bright to 6th. Jeff Moses is 7th. They got Isaac Nichols in 8th. Dylan Mills 9th. And Trey Rain rounding out the top 10. Your points there currently in the 14th balance for 14th and 15th on track. He's stuck up top. And then second in points, Jack Henry just inside the top 20. They shouldn't catch any lap trucks. So I come around to 9 to go this time. Christian Richardson showing the way still in the Goodies 250. Greg Lee still battling with Bubba Sir for second. He has a run this time. Dead even as they come off the corner. Sideways once again for the 99, but if he can hold it down there, he might have a shot at 1 and 2. The inside lane has been the preferred lane here all night long. Greg Lee can't quite clear the 30 with the run off the top. Now again looks to the bomb. Trying to keep it under that 30 truck. They come off a 4. Tight for the 99. The 30 trying to pull him. But the 50 giving the drafting up to the 99. 8 to go. Greg Lee, Bubba Sir, Xavier Sullivan Jr. Now Cynthia Bright is up to 5th and is closing on these 3 trucks battling for 2nd. Greg Lee, can he clear the 30 and try and run down the 22? He does! Lee up in front of the 30, and he's back to 2nd now. Bubba Sir is now 3rd, but they get lined up. They can try and run down that 22 once again. Xavier Sullivan Jr. 4th, Cynthia Bright up to 5th, Jeff Moses to 6th, Alan Bowman back to 7th. Cynthia looks for that 4th position. Down low she goes. 50 truck up the track. And now Cynthia battles for 4th. And look at these guys running down that 22 in the draft. But can Greg Lee make the move once he gets there? Cynthia gonna try and grab 4th there. Come around, see 5 to go. If the yellow comes out, the race over. They're 3 wide. They hold it. Cynthia might clear Xavier into turn 1. Cynthia Bright grabs 4th from that 50 truck. Jeff Moses gets to 5th. Alan Bowman for 6th. And now it's a 3-truck breakaway once again at the front, but Cynthia being clear, she might be able to run down these front 3 and have a shot. Greg Lee, that truck rotating so well in the middle of the corner, it might get to the back tailgate of the 22, but the 30 got run off the top lane. Greg Lee with the run down the backstretch, peaks low into 3 and 4, has a nose, but the 22 with the run off the top clears. 3 laps to go now. Greg Lee protecting that bottom lane. That 99 is definitely faster than the 22, but does he have the time? Does he have the patience? Does he have the truck to do it? Down the backstretch. Now 4 trucks break away. Cynthia Bright joined this battle. They get side by side for 2nd. This might end it. Coming on to 2 to go. They're side by side for 2nd. 2 laps to go for Christian Richardson, the 22. As they battle behind them. Bubba Sir back to 2nd. But Greg Lee up top with the run. Has the draft from Cynthia Bright down the back. They'll see the white flag. Christian Richardson has to make around 1 more mile. They come off of 4. White flag for the 22 truck. 1 more time around Dover. 1 mile left for Richardson. Is dominated tonight. Bubba Sir gets to 2nd, but it's too late. Cynthia Bright will get to 3rd down the backstretch. Too late for the drivers behind. Richardson to 3 and 4. Bubba Sir trying to close. It's not going to be enough. Off of 4, Christian Richardson dominates the Goodies 250 and will win at Dover. Christian Richardson was not going to be denied. Held off Greg Lee, and then they battled for a second behind him, and they took care of themselves. Christian Richardson dominates at Dover to win. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Goodies 250 at Dover. There was 1 caution flag for 4 laps and 3 lead changes among 4 different drivers. Christian Richardson leading 32 of the 38 laps to get to victory lane here tonight. Bubba Sir ends up 2nd, Cynthia Bright in 3rd, Greg Lee in 4th, and Jeff Moses running up the top 5. Then Alan Bowman, who started on pole, ends up 6th after leading 3 laps. Xavier Sullivan Jr. in 7th, Trey Rainey 8th, Dylan Mills 9th, and Isaac Nichols rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20. It was a 10-truck breakaway there at the end, with Nichols being the last truck in that line. And then it was about, I would say, 5 trucks there at the end that really had a shot. The victory, once it came down, was really only a 3-4 truck battle. Your points leader, William Seaman, ends up 20th and has lost points to now 2nd in points. Trey Ring has moved up to 2nd. As 2nd in points coming into this race, Jack Caron ends up 24th. A lot of your guys up there in points not having days they wanted. Cole Luigi started outside of the front row. He was running top 10. That crash happened behind him. Or I think it was in front of him, but he was able to miss it. And then the 29 coming up the track, the 93 swerved to avoid him and put the 32 and himself into the wall. And the 32 had 200 damage. Ends up 29th. Luke Rainey, who's won 2 races this season. 30th, he's hoping for better than that for tonight for the Patriots. Let's now go look at the point standings. Here are points after Dover. William Seaman keeps that points that he's had for pretty much all season. Trey Rainey now up to 2nd in points, only 9 points out of JJ Reed, who's up to 3rd. Jack Cameron falls to 4th after a lagging day at Dover. And Jeff Moses now up to the top 5. Then Cynthia Bright in 6th. Christian Richardson with his win up to 7th. Griffin Lynn is 8th. Alex Stewart 9th. And Xavier Sullivan Jr. in the top 10. So there's your top 20. Some winners here inside the top 20, outside the top 10. Luke Rainey is 13th with his 2 victories. Still has only 2 top 10s on the season. Jonathan Buford is winners 18th in points. Michael Ferris with his victories 20th in points. That's right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 winners inside the top 20. Of course, your other one down here, Jennifer Beaver in 32nd. Remember, top 25 is the spot all these drivers are chasing for. Right now held by Alan Bowman, who had a great day at Dover. He has it by 4 points over Colton Yolan, Fenway, Coluigi, Christian Parker, Marco Chapez just outside. Just in that cut line, Riley Sprague, Jonathan Rains, Greg Lee, Tim Gary, and Michael Ferris. Ferris, of course, with that victory, really wanted to get up there. Jennifer Beaver definitely wants to get up there and probably get another victory while she's at it. So the next race will be another Northeast Swing, Sunoco 200 at New Hampshire. See you guys then.